What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Fingerstyle tutorial. Today we're taking a look at my arrangement of Dance Monkey by Tones and I. If you haven't seen the full version, you can click the link above or in the description below. Now this is a standard tuning arrangement, but you will need a capo on the 2nd fret. But if you're ready, let's get started. Okay guys, so hopefully you've played a few fingerstyle songs before. This one is quite challenging. You're going to need a capo for the 2nd fret, and we're in standard tuning. So this is going to be the 1st string, this is the 6th string, and I'll put the tabs along the bottom for you. So let's get started with the intro. It sounds like this. Okay, so we've only got 4 chords there. The changes are quite fast, but it's not too bad. It starts with an E minor, but we're actually not playing these 2 strings, so we can just take our fingers off and play the open strings. It's going to start with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th strings together. You just play them, and you want to kind of mute them after each time you play them. So we play that 8 times. Then we're playing, quickly changing over to this C bar chord here. So it's like an F, but we're up here on the 8th fret for the C. Then we're going to hit strings 6, 3, and 4 together. Then we just do the same thing we did in the 1st bar, but with this chord shape. Then we quickly switch down here to a D. We're only hitting strings 2, 3, and 4 here. Same thing again. Then B minor is the last one. So we only play the B minor 5 times in total. After you play the last one, you want to mute that again. Then we're changing to this E minor shape for the 1st bar of the verse. But before that, we're going to hit strings 1 and 2. The 2nd string has your finger on the 3rd fret. So that's open 1st, 3rd fret, 2nd. Then that takes us into the verse. So let's play the whole intro one more time. Okay guys, you should be in this shape now. So we've got an E minor, we've also got our 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. The 1st bar of the verse sounds like this. So you can split that up between the melody and the bass. The melody is just this. And then the bass pattern is like this. We've also got these slaps on the 2nd and 4th beats. So that's going to be using your thumb or the heel of your hand. So we're starting off in this shape. We're just going to do a finger roll on the first 3 strings and the 6th string. Then, keeping that shape, you've got the 2nd string, the 4th string. That's your 2nd bass note there. After that, you've got the 1st string along with the slap for the 2nd beat. So you want to curl your hand up, use your nail for that 1st string, and then come down on the 6th string with the heel of your hand. Once you've got that, keep that shape still. And we've got 2nd and 6th strings together. Then, just 1, 2, 4, 1. That's quite a fast part. Then we've got the slap for the 4th beat, and we're sliding up to the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then down to the 7th fret on the 2nd string. So this bar might take you a little while to get used to. It should sound like this. Okay, so this one is a little bit uncomfortable. We're coming up for this shape here. As soon as you hit that 7th fret, you're going to get your finger up here, 2nd finger up for the bass note, which is the 8th fret. You're gonna hit that. Then you're gonna get your 3rd finger here on the 3rd string, 9th fret. Then on the 10th fret, on the 4th string, with your 4th finger. So you can hit 3 and 4 together, slap, hit that bass note again, then 3 and 4 again. Then you're going to move this 4th finger up 1 string and hit that note there on the 10th fret of the 5th string. Okay, so from the start of that bar, then we're on the 4th beat, so we've got another slap, and we're on the 2nd string doing a hammer on 7th fret to 8th fret. Once you get that, lift your finger off, hit that 7th fret again. Next bar. This one's a little bit easier. So you've done that hammer on, you're here, then we're going to hit this open 4th string bass note, so that's for that D chord. Then we're on to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, play that twice, slap, then we're sliding up from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, but you've also got that bass note as well. We usually play the bass note straight after the slap. You want to do that with your 1st finger, so that when you land here, you can use your 3rd finger comfortably up here on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So you want to play that note, followed by a 2nd string again, which is still here on the 5th fret. Slap. Move up to the 8th fret on the 2nd string, play that. Then move down and put 2 fingers down on the 7th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings and play those 2 together. Like that. So I do that because I'm bringing this 1st finger up here for the bass note at the start of the next bar. So that's the next bar. So you're finishing here, up here on the bass note, hit that 7th fret bass note, followed by 3 and 4, and this 4th string is going to be here on the 9th fret. You're going to play that along with the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Then we've got a slap and the bass note again. Then you're hitting strings 2 and 3, which should still be held down here on the 7th fret. Then we're sliding back down to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. That's when the verse repeats itself. So we're starting again with these 2 notes, but we've got that slap in there as well on that open 1st string. So play it up till there. At that point, we just repeat. This part changes, so we've got same there, we're hitting that bass note for the 2nd time. Then I make a little bar here on the 7th fret on the first 3 strings, play all those, then move down and play the 1st string on the 5th fret. Okay, so now we're into the pre-chorus section. The first bar sounds like this. Okay, so it's quite a bit of a stretch, but once you're in that shape, you don't have to move too much. So we're in that E minor chord, but we're using our 1st finger here on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then we're stretching down here for the melody on the 1st string on the 5th fret. Okay, You also want to put your second finger onto the first string as well on the 3rd fret. That's because we're going to do a lot of alternating between those two notes, and if you keep that one there, you can just lift this one off when you need to. Okay, so we're going to start off in this shape with a finger roll on the first 3 strings and 6th string. So the 2nd and 3rd strings should be open at this point. After that, you're going to take this finger off, which should leave you here on the 3rd fret 1st string. Play that by itself, and then play the 4th string. Then, second beat, we're going to do a slap, but you want to get this finger back on first, so that when you slap, you can hit that 1st string and get that 5th fret note. After that, you're lifting back off here, and you're going to hit the bass note along with the 1st string, which is on the 3rd fret again. Then, put your finger back on the 5th fret 1st string, and play the first 3 strings. Then, lifting back off again, just the 1st string by itself, and then the 4th string. That leads us into the 4th beat. For this, you're going to move this finger down 1 fret to the 2nd fret, and you're going to do the slap and try and hit that 1st string as well. And we're going to hit that 1st string 2 more times. So it sounds like that. So that bar slowly. The next bar. Okay, so now we're into the C chords. So I normally just do it like this. Have my second finger here for the bass note, 3rd fret 5th string, and then I've got my 3rd finger down here on the 3rd fret 2nd string. We're going to hit the bass note, 5th string, followed by 2nd and 3rd strings, and then a slap, and try and hit that 1st string as well. Then we've got the bass note again, 3rd string open. Then we're going to do a hammer on the 1st string, open to the 2nd fret, and a slap as well as you land there. After that, we've got 3, 2 on the 1st string. Sounds like that. Okay. Next bar. This one is pretty easy. We're on D chord here. We've got that bass note first. Then, making this D shape, you also add your 4th finger here on the 3rd fret, 1st string. You're going to do a slap and try and hit the bottom 3 strings at least. Then, you want to lift this finger off, and then play the 1st and 2nd strings. Then, lift your 2nd finger off the 1st string altogether, so it's now open, and we're going to hit that once, then again with the slap, and then again by itself. For the next bar, sounds like this. Okay, so this is B minor. We've got the B minor bass note here on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and the melody's here on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So hit those two together, then we've got a slap, bass note again. This time we're going to slide up on the 1st string, 3rd fret to 5th fret. Then we've got a slap, and then back to the 3rd fret. So that one's nice and easy. From there, we start to repeat, but the melody changes slightly. So it sounds like this. Okay, so we're back in E minor, but the melody's not here anymore. It's here. So it's very similar, but with some changes. So we're doing the finger roll on the first 3 strings and the 6th string. So it's just an E minor, but you've also got your 4th finger here on the 2nd fret this time. Play those ones, then lift that finger off, so you got open 1st string, then 4th string, 2nd fret. Then you're alternating this finger again. So it's going to be on with the slap, off with the bass note, on, off, fourth string. Then for the last beat, we've got on, 2 off with a pull off, like that. Then we're going to slide up to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So I'll try and play that slowly for you. Okay, the next bar. That bar is exactly the same as the equivalent bar in the last part. So that's not changed. Then we're coming to the D. This one is slightly different. It's not difficult though. We've got a bass note. Then we've got a hammer on the 1st string, open to 2nd fret. Then we've got the slap, followed by the same hammer on again, but this time with the bass note at the same time. Then we're going to take this finger off the 1st string, and we're going to play the open 1st string twice. Slap, and then onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Next bar, B minor, so make a full B minor bar chord shape. Do a finger roll in there, slap. Then, to get us into the chorus, we've got open 1st string and then 2nd fret 1st string. Okay guys, now we're into the chorus, which is one of the hardest parts of the song. It starts off like this. So that's like a melody run down here. But I also added in like harmony notes like this. Okay, and we've also got the bass notes and slaps in there as well. So it starts off in this shape. We've got our 1st finger here on the 8th fret, 2nd string, and the 3rd finger here, or the 2nd finger here, sorry, on the 9th fret, 3rd string. So you're going to play those two along with the bass note. Then you're going to play 2 and 3 again twice. Then moving down to the next shape. So this finger moves down 1, this finger moves down 2. Now they're both on the 7th fret. You're going to hit those two with a slap, so that will be quite difficult to get accurately. Don't worry if you're struggling with it, this takes a bit of practice. But you want to hit those two. Then we're going to hit those two again 3 more times, but we're going to hit the bass note as well on the 1st one and the 3rd one. So it's like that. Moving to the next shape down here. So we've got the top finger, 2nd finger moving down to the 4th fret, and your other finger moves down 2 frets to the 5th fret. So we've got 4th fret here, 5th fret here. Gonna hit that twice. Then 1st string, 3rd fret with your 1st finger. You're gonna do a slap and hit that 1st string, then hit it again, then lift off, open 1st. Okay, so practice that slowly for a while. Once you've got that, this is C. This is a much easier bar. We got the bass note followed by 2 and 3. I've got my finger here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Then the 3rd string is open. Then we've got slap, bass note again, then those 2 strings again. Then we're going to do a hammer on onto the 3rd string, 3rd fret, sorry, 1st string. Like that. So you open 1st, slap, hammer on, 3rd fret here. Then you're going to hit it once more, and then down to the 2nd fret, 1st string. Next bar. That's a little bit tricky. It's a D chord, so we're starting with the D bass note, open fourth, then we're going to do these pull-offs on the first string, second fret to open. So do it once, and then again with the slap, and then again with the bass note. Like that. Next part, on the second string, we're sliding up to the 7th fret. Then we're hitting open first, moving this finger onto the 8th fret, 2nd string, and playing that. Slap, and then down back to the 7th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, once you've got that, we're up here on the 7th fret for the bass note, 6th string, and we hit that along with open first. Then take one of your fingers and put it here on the 8th fret on the 2nd string and play that one. Then we've got a slap, then we've got the bass note one more time, then the bass note again with the open first string, then move down here, you can slide that bass note off, slap, and hit the 2nd fret on the 1st string. And that's when we come back up straight away and start to repeat the chorus. So the D bar changes the second time through. It's actually easier than it was before. So it's just the bass note, then open first, then slap with your finger on the 2nd fret first, then take that finger off again, and we've got open first and 4th for the bass note. Then we've got a pull off. So you want to put your finger on and do a pull off, 2nd to open, up to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, slap, and then down to the 2nd fret on the 1st string. Next, we're just going to hit open first with the B minor bass note, which is 2nd fret, 5th string. Then put this finger onto the 3rd fret, 1st string, and we're going to just do the slaps where they should be without any other notes. So I'll play the whole chorus. Okay, so once you get to the end of the chorus, if you're playing the whole song, you can go back to playing the verse and the pre-chorus again. Like that. Once you get back to the chorus and you finish the chorus, we're just going to do the 2 slaps, and then we're into the bridge section. So the bridge section is really simple. The first bar is just this. So that's an E minor, strummed. Then we're coming up here to the 8th fret, 2nd string. The next bar is like this. So there's no slaps here or anything, it's really kind of chilled. We're on the 8th fret, it's like a C chord, but instead of having this finger up here, we drop that finger down one, and we use this free finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And we do a little finger roll on those. Then we bring this finger down to the 8th fret, then come all the way down to a D chord. This isn't the next bar, it's just the beat before the next bar, so we're going to hit the first 3 strings. Then for the next bar, that's when we get onto that bass note. So the next bar is just the bass note and then a slide from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret on the 1st string. So we've got that B minor bass note on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then we do another slide, the same one as before, 3 to 2 on the 1st string, then lift that finger off and just play the open 1st string. So that's the first half of the bridge. The next half is a little bit more difficult. Sounds like this. So we've got this repeating bass, so we've got 2 bass notes, slap, 3 bass notes, 1 more bass note for the rest of this bridge. So we're starting off with a finger roll on the first 3 strings and the 5th string for that bass note. Hit the bass note again, slap, then we've got 3 more bass notes. The second one has this additional note which is on the 8th fret, 2nd string. Like that. Then we've got a slap, bass note. Next bar. Okay, so very similar thing. Still doing the bass notes and the slaps, but we're using that C chord that we were doing before. And then the additional note in the same place is on the 12th fret. Then at the end of that bar, move this finger down to the 8th fret, 2nd string, and play that. Okay, so in the next bar. Okay, so we're just hitting more bass notes and more slaps, and we're hitting this 10th fret note on the 2nd string on the 2nd bass note, like this. Then it's just bass notes and slaps for the rest of the bar. Then for the last bar of the bridge, we've got the 2nd fret, 1st string, open, 2nd fret, open. So it's just 4 notes, like that. Okay, so once you've done the bridge, you're just playing through the chorus 2 more times. The second time through, it changes slightly. This melody run changes to be something like that. So it starts off the same, but instead of going down, you're going up. So you add this 4th finger onto the 10th fret, 2nd string, then lift it off and hit those 2 notes again that you're used to. Then down to the 7th fret for these 2 notes, hit that once, then down to the 4th and the 5th fret notes, hit those twice, and then it's just the same. We've also got this slight change in the 2nd bar. So all the only difference there is we're adding that pull off. So you've got bass note, pull off, 3rd fret open on the 1st string with the slap, and then again with the bass note. But the rest is just the same. At the very end, we just do a little run here. So we've got hammer on 2nd to 3rd on the 1st string, lift off 2nd string, then do like an up strum on an E minor, and that's the end of the song. Thank you guys for watching that tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.